It doesn't matter if we have a Republican or a Democrat in the presidency. It doesn't matter if we send Mark Warner back to Washington or if we replace him with Ed Gillespie. We're still going to get more big government because nobody is fighting for the public interest. Mark Warner keeps saying, gives a laundry list of all the things he wants to do. But he doesn't distinguish between our intentions and the actual effects of our policies. Well, newsflash, the financial crisis didn't come from nowhere. He often talks about bipartisanship. Well, bipartisanship gave us a mass surveillance state. Mark Warner voted for every enabling statute and against every amendment that would undercut the mass surveillance state. Ed Gillespie worked for the president who started it. We have a $17 trillion debt. Mark Warner, when he came into office, was $11 trillion. Before Ed Gillespie's boss, Bush, came into office, it was $5.5 trillion. Right now, this split race is not a contested one between the major candidates. Mark Warner's up by 15 to 25 points. This isn't close. This is your opportunity to vote against the status quo in Washington. You're throwing your vote away unless you vote for me. Rarely can you say that in an election, but this is true. You said you wanted to see, we want Ed. You had Ed. It was called the Bush presidency. $1 trillion and thousands of American lives lost in Iraq, creating a vacuum that ISIS has now filled. Congratulations.
Oh, right there, maybe. No, right there.
And I'm not just picking on the Republicans.
That one.
The Democrats are complicit
Over there.
in the Iraq War as well.
All right.
Oh, Obama was the first bad president ever, according to Republicans. Newsflash, Bush existed before Obama. The healthcare crisis is due to 100 years of misregulation from both Republicans and Democrats at the federal and state level. Obamacare is just the last incarnation of a central planning deceit. This is not how we solve our healthcare crisis. Okay? So I'm just standing before you, telling you, we need more freedom in our economic policy and more freedom in our personal lives. And the only person in this race who's offering that is me. And not only is this race uncompetitive between Republican and Democrats, you have an opportunity to get the Libertarian Party major party status. Any result from being over 10% gives us major party status, which means we can get our candidates on the ballot. And that matters because in 2015, we have state and local elections again. Over 40 of our 100 delegate seats go uncontested every year, and over 40% of our state Senate seats go uncontested every year. That is a disgrace. We can get Libertarians in two-way races so that voters have more competitive elections. Now, I'm not the only Libertarian up here. There's also Will Hammer. I want you to listen to him. Bob Goodlatte has been in office for now 22 years. He originally ran on term limits. He's been in there for 11 terms. He's voted for the Bush deficits. What's the point of voting for the incumbent when we have $17 trillion of debt and we've had nothing but mass surveillance, 50 years of a drug war, 2.3 million prisoners, a third of them non-violent drug offenders? Will Hammer, there's no Democrat running against Bob Goodlatte. This is your opportunity to put somebody in Washington from a third party. You will see issues get raised that no one else is willing to raise. And you will see somebody who's willing to work with both sides of the aisle to take the good from the Democrats, the good from the Republicans, and the bad from you. My name is Robert Sarvis. I'd love for you to come talk to me, come to a campaign event, support my campaign. I know these guys up front are here for their candidates, but the people who actually live here in Buena Vista, I hope you have an open mind. Please come talk to me. Please come talk to Will Hammer. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We got one more candidate. Bob Goodlatte, got somebody running against Bob this year. This is his first time I've seen him, Mr. But his name is Mr. Will Hammer. He's running for the House of Delegates. Will?
Hello, welcome back. As I said, my name is Will Hammer. I'm the Libertarian Party candidate for U.S. House of Representatives running against Bob Goodlatte. He's a 11th term incumbent who ran on term limits, as Robert Sarvis pointed out. If y'all really want some change, I need to vote for a third party. The two-party system is broken, and we just keep repeating over and over, electing the same people over and over. It doesn't matter if it's Republican or Democrat, we get the same policies. The Democrats and Republicans, as people, y'all have great ideals, but then y'all elect people that go to Washington and make backdoor deals and don't really go for the interests of the American people. I implore y'all to actually vote for choice this November. Rob Sarvis running for U.S. Senate. He ran for governor last year, did the best over 40 years in the southern state. Now I'm running against Bob Goodlatte. There's no Democrat running. I've been actually reaching across the aisle talking to Democratic committees in the area. Talked at the San Augusta County Democratic Committee meeting this past couple weeks. Had a good reception there. And I'm in talks with the other committees as well. And I really hope that when y'all go vote against Bob Goodlatte or go vote for Mark Warner or Rob Sarvis, you go vote against Bob Goodlatte and vote for me, Will Hammer. I'm going to be talking about three big issues. Privacy issues, NSA. As most of y'all know, we're student leaks. We need to defend our privacy. And if I go to Washington, I will work day and night to work for your privacy, get those rights back, abolish and end those programs that are invasive. Both parties have voted for Mark Warner and Bob Goodlatte. I'm a non-interventionist with my foreign policy. I'm actually a peaceful person. I'm not. The Democrats that go there, they talk like they're going to be against war. They go there, and they still go to war. I don't believe in drone strikes in sovereign countries. It creates the issues that we have over in the Middle East. ISIS comes from our policy, backing them back in Libya and Syria, and just blowback that we caused through the different Iraq war and other different invasions and drone strikes that we do. We create more terrorists than friends over there. And also, I want to end the drug war. The drug war has a lot of unintended consequences. A third of the population is non-violent drug offenders. And when people go to prison, it's just a cycle. You get in prison, then you can't get a job. And then you go selling drugs or whatever they get to make money. It's just a vicious cycle. And then the drug war, it also ends the militarization of our police. You can see that in Ferguson. And just a lot of different issues. ALS is a big issue right now. A lot of people doing ice bucket challenges. The ALS, the symptoms can be really helped with medical marijuana, and also it can actually prolong the life as well as a lot of other disorders and diseases. So if y'all go vote this November, please go vote for Will Hammer. I really appreciate your vote, and thank you very much.